Welcome back. This is Blue Collar Watches again. In keeping with my series about watch collecting, I have decided to make a video on watch crystals. These videos are primarily targeted at the beginning enthusiast. I invite those of you that are more experienced watch enthusiast collector to add your 2 cents and comment in the comment section. 3 basic types of watch crystals. Acrylic. Just what it sounds like. It's plastic. Mineral glass. It's glass. Regular old glass. Synthetic sapphire. This watch being, they use some chemicals. I think they put aluminum oxide and stuff in there, and they treat it under heat. It's synthetic sapphire. Much stronger, highly scratch resistant, highly impact resistant. This is pretty much what, when you're buying a watch, you want to get a sapphire crystal wearing one possible. When you're spending less money on a watch, nothing wrong with regular glass. There's really nothing wrong with acrylic with having a plastic watch crystal. Just know that when you buy one of these, it's much more subjected to the possibility of being scratched. They do sell polish where you can buff these out and take the scratches out, but just know that if you get a rather large gouge in there, they're going to be scratched. As you can see, I have a couple little minor scratches in there. It's not broken. They're just little scratches from bumping this watch against stuff. But those little minor scratches right there, they can be buffed out. They sell it on Amazon. You just polish it out and you can take those scratches right out. Not a big deal. It really doesn't interfere with my seeing on the watch right now. But at some point, I will probably have to buff this out and take those scratches out. But I wear this watch. It's got a couple scratches in it. Happens. Mineral glass. Much less to be scratched. This watch is pretty new. I've only had this watch, I don't know, a couple days, not even a week yet. But again, it's glass. If you bang this against something, you can shatter this crystal. The plastic, the acrylic, would be much harder to shatter, but much more easier to scratch. Nothing wrong with a glass crystal. You'll also see these listed a lot of times as hardlex. Hardlex and mineral glass are essentially the same thing. Synthetic sapphire. Very scratch resistant, much less likely to be damaged on an impact. Where and when possible, you would like to have a sapphire crystal on any watch you buy. Basically the 3. Acrylic, plastic, glass, synthetic sapphire. But wait, we need to add one. I don't know if maybe this will aggravate some people. Don't really care. Here's another one. Invicta. Yes, Invicta. Invicta makes their own watch crystals. They call them Flame Fusion. Slightly better than regular glass. Nowhere near as hard as sapphire. Although they say it has the hardness of sapphire, it really doesn't. But it does have more impact resistance than regular mineral glass. Bring out my diamond tester. No reaction. It's plastic. Mineral glass. No reaction. It's glass. Flame Fusion. It does react to the diamond tester. Slightly stronger than regular glass, but nowhere near sapphire. Synthetic sapphire, man-made synthetic sapphire. Much stronger, much more impact resistance. Very scratch resistant, much more. Again, acrylic, nothing wrong with it. Just know that if you go with one that is acrylic plastic, it's much more easier to scratch it. Although it has great impact resistance. Mineral glass, very scratch resistant, easier to break. I mean, if you bump this on a corner of a desk or something like that, you could shatter that crystal. Flame Fusion, Invicta's own homegrown, homemade watch crystals. Better than mineral glass, nowhere near sapphire. Very scratch resistant, has a little bit more impact resistance, but I'm certain that this watch crystal would break easier than this sapphire crystal. Sapphire being what you really want. You will find this on some less expensive watches. I've also seen manufacturers state that they have the sapphire crystal, and they're not sapphire. It's just glass. The only real way to know is to test them with a diamond tester. And these aren't expensive. You can probably pick one of these up on Amazon for $12, $15. These diamond testers, they're not expensive. But where and when possible, I would always suggest looking for a sapphire crystal. Again, nothing wrong with mineral glass. Just know that crystal can be damaged. Nothing wrong with acrylic having a plastic crystal. Just know it'll scratch easier. The Invictas, there's a lot of Invicta haters out there. And there are some ugly Invicta watches out there. This is one of their more popular, the 1953. It comes in different colors and variations. I've actually never done a review on this watch. I should probably do it one day. Slightly better than mineral glass, below sapphire. In most cases, you wouldn't really even include the Invicta in there. I just know that a lot of people don't know that it's what they call flame fusion. Slightly better than regular old mineral glass. But it can be broken. You can even break this sapphire crystal, but it's going to take a much harder impact. Okay, that's it. I hope this helps you in selecting a watch so that maybe you know a little bit more about watch crystals. And again, I invite those of you that are more seasoned watch enthusiasts, collectors, put your comments in the comment section and let's help educate the guys entering this hobby. That's it.